Everybody, welcome back to From Next Door. I am the Bluester 2, and last we left off, something got into the house. And it was very, very disgusting and left footprints all over the place. For some reason, Nami here decided to clean it all up. Instead of, leave evidence for people to, see that something is indeed going on. It's Mitsuda. I guess, how can I help you? Something happened yesterday. Yes? I think an animal got inside the house last night. I didn't see it, but today there were footprints all over the second floor. An animal? Did it do anything? Not really. How did it get in? Through the window on the second floor, although I had closed it before I went to bed. That's odd. Sorry, doesn't have any history with animal invading homes. Maybe it was a one-time incident. Just to be safe, lock up everything tonight, okay? Yeah. You have no business here, don't I? Oh? A new message? Mathematics Volume 4. Point, spiral, helix, axis. What is this? It's a key for the code, you dingus. Is this what it said meant? Pick up the book. It's marked on a specific page. Chapter about spirals. A curve on a plane that winds around a fixed center point at a continuously increasing or decreasing distance from the point. 2. A three-dimensional curve that turns around an axis at a constant or continuous varying distance between while moving parallel to the axis, a helix. A two-dimensional spiral may be described most easily by polar coordinates, where the radius r is a monotonic continuous function of angle. I don't even know what that is. Circle would be regarded as a degenerate case, the function not being strictly monotonic, but rather constant. For simple 3D spirals, a third variable, height, is also a continuous monotonic function of whatever that is supposed to be. For example, a conic helix may be defined as a spiral on a conic surface, with the distance to the apex an exponential function of that. The helix and vortex can be viewed as a kind of three-dimensional spiral. The study of spirals in nature has a long history. Christopher Wren observed the many shells form a logarithmic spiral. Jan Swammerdam observed the common mathematical characteristics of a wide range of shells, from helix to spirula, and Henry Nottage Moseley described the mathematics of univalvular shells. Darcy Wentworth Thompson on growth and form gives extensive treatment to these spirals. He describes how shells are formed by rotating a closed curve around a fixed helix. The shape of the curve remains fixed, but its size grows in geometric progression. In some shells, such as the Nautilus and Ammonites, the generating curve revolves in a plane of perpendicular to the axis, and the shell will form a planar discoid shape. in others, it follows a skew path forming a helic spiral pattern. Thompson also studied that spirals occur in horns, teeth, claws, and plants. I got nothing from that. Did anybody else? Point, spiral, helix, axis. Take a picture because my memory's shite. Okay. Is it how many times the word's repeated? Case, I'm gonna have to write this down. Okay. Point. Spiral. Helix. Axis. Okay. We'll do point first, so two there that are underlined. There's one for axis. Another for axis. Helix. Spiral. Well, wait. Spiral is plural going to count too? I don't know. All right, let's say that it doesn't for now. So, 3 spirals. Spiral. The helix. Natural spiral. Study spirals in nature has a long history. Spirals are observed the common identical characteristics of a wide variety of shells from helix. As described in mathematics, meaning balance of cells and growth. Axis. Axis. Spiral, maybe? 'Cause it's hyphenated, so I don't know. Okay, I might have it. 2, 4, 3, 4. No? No. I'm going to start counting the plurals, I suppose. to start over. The 2 is, for point, is just, fine. There. Helix. Spiral. Plural down here. Helix. Spiral. Helix. Spiral. Spirals. Nature has a long history. Spiral. Helix. So far, I've got an extra one for Helix. Axis. Let's try it again. If I don't get it right this time, I'll do it off camera. Okay. Okay, so spirals also counts, so it's plural and singular. Pick up a few together, they're newspaper clippings. Excuse me. It's a small article, the kind that sits nowhere near the front page. It's about a missing child thought to have run away from home. According to the article, the parents went to check on their son at night only to find him missing from the bedroom, with only the bedroom window left open. The parents insisted there was no reason for their son to run away, but authorities found no forced entry or struggle to signify an abduction. Missing child? This article is from nearly 10 years ago. Pick up the next article on the pile. Missing child, runaway, or abduction. It's another article about the missing boy. This one goes into detail about the investigation and how there were no signs of either abduction or the boy running away. The next article you pick up is distinctly bigger than the previous ones. A couple goes missing inside their own home. You read over the article. It's about the same couple with the missing child, except this time they were the ones who went missing. After not hearing from them for days, a relative went to check on the couple only to find no one home. When the authorities went to investigate, however, they found that the house had been locked from the inside. The only thing open was the window of their missing son's room on the second floor. There's a picture of the house in the article, but looking at it only confirms your suspicion. It's the house you're in right now. You check the date of the article, just a few weeks after the first missing child one. Take a look at the other articles, and they all seem to be about the missing couple or child. The last one, however, is a small article about Furukawa Housing acquiring this house 4 years after the incident. According to the article, no one wanted to move in after it happened, so it was sold at a considerably smaller price. That explains why it was so cheap. At the bottom of the newspaper clipping pile, there's a handwritten note. Previous tenant disappeared without paying rent, thought to be some kind of schemer or con artist. There's another pile of papers inside the safe. You put the newspaper clippings back inside and grab the other pile. Akio left me a message today that she wanted to stop by the house to say goodbye before she moved away, but but I couldn't answer at the time. I should have told her to stay away. When I got home, no one was there, but her shoes were by the entrance and her bag was on the table. That window was open, too. I think it took her. I can't tell this to anyone. They'll think I did something. It's true that I wasn't the best boyfriend, which is why she broke up with me in the first place. But we still had a lot of respect for each other, and I wished her the best at her new job. I swear I could never do anything to her. She hadn't believed me when I told her about that thing, but still, I should have stopped her from ever stepping foot into this house. And now she's gone. It took her over there. I blocked up the window now because it seems locking the room didn't do anything, and tomorrow I'm getting the hell out and never coming back. I'll try to warn the agent who rented me this place, but I doubt he'll listen. What does he mean, it took her? You're reading it again, and then one more time, trying to make sense of everything. It's hard to make sense of it in a way that doesn't involve wild outlandish theories. Decided to put it away for the night. Maybe you can look it over tomorrow. Are you freaking stupid? It's very obvious what it means. The window is open again. The same dark substance stuck to the lock. There are no footprints inside, however. The other one is open as well. Hi! What the hell? What is this? I need to run. Well, game over. I think I broke it. I wanted to go down and get the deodorant so I could burn it. Hang on. Alright, let's try this again. Good thing I didn't go right to bed, huh? Hi. God damn it. I got stuck. Oof. Due to your haste to leave the house, you ended up tripping on the sidewalk. You fell down to the ground and hit your head against the pavement. You feel your consciousness fading away. Son? Matsura-san? Matsura-san? Matsura-san! Matsura-san, are you alright? What? What are you doing out here? You're bleeding. Hey, don't rush yourself. You alright? What happened? I don't know. Come now, we can talk inside. Let's get that wound taken care of. There, that should do it. Thank you, Honda-san. Just saying, what happened? Why were you lying on the street like that? I tripped. You tripped? Yeah, I was running and then I tripped. Why were you running? There was something inside the house. Something? Your head feels fuzzy. You have an idea of what happened that made you run out of the house, but you're probably remembering it wrong. The blow to your head must have gotten things mixed up. There's no way you saw what you think you saw. I think it was an animal? I'm not sure. My head doesn't feel clear. Like a nasty blow. Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital? No, I'm fine. Really, it wasn't that bad. I still think you should go. Things like that shouldn't be played with. I'll just go tomorrow if I feel anything else. I'll be fine, Honda-san. If you say so. Still, I insist you stay here for the night. Head wounds are no trivial matter. It's good to have someone watch over you. I don't want to impose. I insist. I can't in good conscience send you home alone like this. I would argue that it's unnecessary, that you feel fine, but at this point, you're too tired to argue. Thank you, Honda-san. Suzanne, are you going already? Yeah. You sure you want to get that checked out? Maybe you stay a little while longer? No, I should go. Truth be told, you really don't feel like going back home, but you don't want to overstay your welcome here either. You don't want to trouble Honda-san any further. Thanks for everything, Honda-san. You stop in front of the door. Your mind rushes back to the events of yesterday, or as much as you can remember, and you hesitate. There's no way you really saw that thing. Your head is just confused because of the blow you took. Right? So why did you run out of the house yesterday? I think I do have business there. House is covered in dirty footprints. They're all over the place. There's a sticky dark substance going all the way from the handle to the table next to the door. Is there? Uh-oh. Oh, call someone? Oh, I shouldn't bother him with this? Such as... You can show me and I can determine which one what's missing. You still need to unpack these. Windows open. The footprints both come from and go to here. Yesterday, it couldn't possibly be true, could it? That creature. The rational part of your brain wants to deny it, chalk it up to that blow to your head. Or the other part of your brain, the one that can't help but entertain the idea of superstition, the supernatural and the unknown, says that what happened was very much real and very much a threat. You decide to entertain that part of your brain. So far, you only know a handful of things about this thing, but nothing concrete enough for you to make an objective assertion about what it is. Speculation won't lead you anywhere. So what you should do right now is go over the facts and make sure to focus on the ones that are most important. It only comes through that window. So you can't fathom why. It seems the only way in is through that specific window. Izuki-san seemed to have thought so too, as this was the only window boarded up and the only room locked. Locking the window itself didn't do any good, though. It managed to unlock it from the outside somehow. Maybe that dark substance you found on the lock has something to do with it. It does only seem to come out at night. So far, that thing has only manifested itself at night. During the day, that windows remains firmly closed. Although you need to take into account the possibility that the timing could be a coincidence, so you can't be 100% sure it won't come during the day. Still, it's better than nothing. It didn't chase you out of the house. For some reason, it didn't pursue you when you went outside. You had tripped and were knocked out. You had enough time to drag you back inside. Did it stop because it wanted to, or was it because it couldn't go outside? Was it just another way of messing with you, like it seemed to be doing before? Would leaving the house actually help? It didn't go after you before. The thing came inside your house at least once before yesterday. It had plenty of time to come after you. So why didn't it? What exactly does it want? Turns out you don't know much, do you? Not enough to justify the distress that's come over you, especially not enough to justify leaving the house without any solid evidence. You have no idea what's going on. The rational part of your brain tells you that not to make any rash decisions until you can figure things out. You don't even know what you saw yesterday was real or not thanks to that blow to your head. If it was real or whatever that was comes again tonight, you should find a way to confirm your suspicions once and for all. Maybe you can hide somewhere, wait for it to show up. Despite feeling unsure of anything, something tells you that confronting it directly would be a bad idea. Maybe you could use something to collect some proper evidence. Like the footprints aren't enough? Ah! Thank you, brain. Hey, it came in here. Clothes on the floor, dirty and ripped. Oh, camera, you haven't taken any photos in a while. Maybe we can use it to take a photo of that thing. And you'd have some solid evidence. Too bad. It's covered in footprints and your pillow is missing. I really want to grab that deodorant, but it won't let me. It's obvious what I need to do. There's time to wait for it to show up. Hide? This is a terrible idea. Step inside the closet. Cramped, there's enough space for one person inside. Leave the door open slightly, just enough for you to peek through the gap. You can see the sunlight fading away little by little as you wait anxiously, camera at the ready. This is a terrible idea. It's here. Any second's gonna jump scare me. Right up to the door. Come on, do it. What you saw yesterday was true after all, and it's back. The creature suddenly throws the closet door open and grabs you by the ankle. On impulse, you flash the camera right in front of the creature's face. The creature stumbles back, dazed by the flash, allowing you to kick it aside and run out of the way. I feel like you made a mistake. You should have gotten out of the house while you had the chance. There's no time to dwell on that, though. You need to go. Deodorant spray. Should you take it? Yes. Use it. When did it? You shut the door behind you and lock it quickly. You want the locked door between you and the creature. You don't feel safe at all. Take Thinking back, that thing did manage to unlock the window from outside. What if we could unlock doors too? We need to do something. We know it's stuck. Phone is dead. Wait. Suddenly remember you have a lighter and your deodorant spray. Maybe you can... Press A to light the fire. Did I die? I think I died. Well, am I dead or not? Hello? Hear a lot of movement. That was just stupid. Locked door between you and the creature, don't feel safe at all, yada yada yada. Get out through here. Try to open the window, but it's stuck. Damn it. Uh-huh. Ah. Okay. Can we skip this? This is stupid. Oh. Uh-huh. Well, now I know what I did wrong, so... Couldn't figure out what button I was supposed to press. It took a while, but the creature succumbed to the flames. He stood there shocked, watching as it thrashed around violently, smashing into furniture. As you realized what was happening, you tried backing away, but your feet got caught on something and you fell down. You tried backing away, but... Despite being on fire, the creature held onto your ankle, tightly refused to let go. Eventually, it wasn't the only thing on fire. Well, that sucks. So the game ends with us burning alive. I press Y on my controller, I can still... I wonder if there's a better ending. Oh well. Hey everybody, welcome. Well, I don't know why I'm welcoming you back. It's not what we need to do here. We need a different ending this time. You spray fire onto the substance stuck to the door. Surprisingly and thankfully, it's quick to combust. Once it was out of the way, you push the door open and stumble outside. The creature doesn't follow you outside. You lay on the sidewalk, unmoving, staring at the house that's slowly going up in flames. The neighbors eventually start stepping outside to see what's going on. Honda-san comes over, rushing to your side in worry. You vaguely note that someone must have called the fire department after they start showing up to put the fire out. It's no surprise when they take you in for questioning, considering how you were essentially holding a makeshift flamethrower in your hands. Tell them about the thing that got inside your house. How you thought it was an animal at first, but in reality you have no idea what it was. Ask you about the wound on your head. They question how severe it is. Honda-san tells them that she doesn't know as you refuse to go to the hospital. Start questioning your medical history, and your stress-related episodes come to light. It's worse when they find out that when even on medical leave from work, you still are doing work-related favors to co-workers. According to them, you might have just thought up the whole thing, which you find ridiculous. Having a breakdown is one thing, but hallucinating a monster coming to get you from the next house next door? Actually, you're painfully aware of how absurd that sounded, which is why you ended up agreeing to those mandatory therapy sessions to monitor your mental health, as long as it got you away from that house. Yeah, I didn't like the idea of just burning alive. There are two other endings. One requires you to get into the closet before, but without grabbing the camera first, so you have no means of getting away from it when it corners you. There should be more. You couldn't help returning 3 months later, though. You stand on the sidewalk gazing up at your former house. Fire did quite damage to the house, but it seems like it's already been renovated, and it won't take long until it's ready to be rented again. You only lived there for a week, so you don't have many memories inside it, and truth be told, you started to doubt the ones you do have. Looking back, it seems ludicrous to think that you set the house on fire because thought you were being chased by some kind of nightmarish creature from next door. You almost feel embarrassed by it. Still, you can't help yourself. You peek between the two houses, trying to catch a glimpse at the other house's window. The wall blocking out the passage makes it difficult, but you somehow manage. There it is, the house's only window. You don't deny that it's strange, but enough to think a creature would come out to do what? Kidnap you? Honestly. Hi. I'm gonna try and get another ending. Hang on, this might take a little bit. Alright. First step to getting a different ending. Call your mother. Hello? Hey, Mom. Mommy, hi. How's the new house? It's fine. No, it isn't. What happened? Just something happened last night. I think an animal got inside the house. An animal? What kind of animal? Are you okay? I'm fine. I don't know what it was. It was gone by morning. So you didn't see it? No, it was in bed already. Are you sure it wasn't a dream? No, I'm sure. The house is covered in dirty footprints, and they came in from an open window. I see. Well, maybe you should contact animal control and let them know that there's a wild animal entering people's houses. I don't know if it got into other houses, Mom. Maybe it was just an accident. Still, don't forget to lock your windows tonight. Be safe, Nami. Okay, yeah. Huh? Okay. Now I'll continue on until I get back to where we need to be before something else to happen. So far, you only know a handful of things about this thing, nothing concrete enough for you to make an objective assertion about what it is. Kayla's won't leave you anyway, though. What you should do right now is go over the facts and make sure you focus on the ones that are most important. It only comes through the window. We did this already, so I'm just going to skip that. We did go after me before. It didn't chase you out of the house. It only comes at night. Turns out you don't know much, do you? Feeling of threat, though, feels very much real. No matter how many ways you try to spin it, your gut tells you that staying in this house will be a very bad idea. You feel defeated. What was supposed to be a lucky break turned out to be a nightmare. Although, despite feeling reluctant to leave the house over something so insubstantial, so out there, you have this feeling that it's better to leave now before something bad actually happens. You should pack the bare minimum, at least before nightfall. Though you do feel a bit uneasy walking around the house so empty-handed, considering what might be coming. An old memory pops into your head. It's of your dad and his particular way of getting rid of bugs and other insects back home. As you lived on the court side, some large insects often found their way... The countryside, some large insects often found their way into your home, so your dad, with his unconditional hatred of all things creepy-crawly, also found a very unconventional way of dealing with them. I wonder if I can use this deodorant spray like he did. He would essentially make a homemade flamethrower with aerosol spray and a lighter somehow. He would always manage to keep from burning the house down. He even taught you how to make one before your mother completely forbid him from using it inside the house, especially in front of you. Well, obviously you're not dealing with a bug, but it's not like you have any weapons inside the house aside from maybe a regular knife. Should you take deodorant spray? Sure. Obtain deodorant spray. Let's start packing now. Some clothes, documents, not a lot else. It's probably enough, though. You've already spent enough time packing as it is. It's getting dark already. Time to go. Save again. Good thing I decided to check the bathroom this time. I was originally planning on trying to run past the creature and get to the bathroom. But that might not work. You clawed the dark substance, but it refused to give way. But if this is here, then that means... It's already here. Standing right between that creature and the way out. However, with the door blocked by that dark substance, it's more like you've cornered at a dead end. The creature stands in front of you, fingers outstretched, and mouth stuck between somewhere between a grin and a snarl, showing you a rows of pointy teeth. It doesn't need Harry do anything, but it's steadily coming closer to you. You don't know what to do, but what it wants, but the malicious intent is unmistakable in its eyes. What should I do? Use the lighter and the spray. You don't have a way of getting out of here, though, so... Anyways, your only hope. That thing's blocking the way, however. You still remember you have both deodorant and lighter with you. Maybe you can use it. Tried to spray lighter into position as fast as you could, but you weren't fast enough. Well, shit.
Okay, let's try this again. Tries to escape. You don't have any way of getting through here, so your only hope is running away. Things blocking the way, however. You have no other choice. You have to escape somehow. Shut the door behind you and lock it quickly. Even with the door locked between you and the creature, you don't feel safe at all. In fact, that thing did manage to unlock the window from outside. What if we can unlock doors too? We need to do something. The phone, you're able to call someone for help. The phone's dead. Wait. Just only remember you got the lighter and the deodorant spray. Maybe you can... Press A to light the fire. No, no! Way to leave. There is now. You spray the fire into the substance stuck to the door. Surprisingly and thankfully, it's quick to combust. Once it's out of the way, you push open the door and stumble outside. Creature doesn't follow. It's better work. Surprising taking questioning. Tell them about the thing that got into your house. How you thought it was an animal at first, but in reality you have no idea what it was. Yes, you got the wound in the head, they question how severe it was. Madison tells them that she doesn't know as you refuse to go to the hospital. Both your mother and Madison confirmed that you talked about this animal before, so the police become less inclined to think that you made it up. In the end, you're charged with reckless behavior for nearly setting the house and the rest of the neighborhood on fire. And Furukawa Housing ends up nullifying your contract to the house. That's okay, though. You're never setting foot back in there again. You were right. Okay, good. The other ending sucks, you just die again. I'm not sure what caused the change of plans to go from trying to capture proof of that thing and trying to leave. I think it might have more to do with the options I was picking when I was going through the things I know about the creature. I was like, what the hell is with this house? Second tenant already. Hello? Is anyone in there? No record of anyone living here. Better, there's no record of it at all of anything. How is this house still here? Hello? So I guess they wouldn't mind if I... Oh dear. What the hell? Even Suda-san was right. I don't think I want to know what's inside. And that's the best ending from Next Door. Now I had to go through and try and piece this all together. I'm the Blues 32. TTFN, ta-ta for now.